Hello, everyone, and welcome to week number 4. We're almost to that halfway point in the course, and it was good to see everyone show up to the class and work in groups in our last session. I know that technology doesn't always work perfectly. You get kicked out of a room or not, but I hope the dialogue was at least productive and you get a sense of what you're trying to accomplish for that week 8 assignment. So in this week, you're going to be watching the instructor video as always. You're going to read Chapter 7 in the School Personnel Administration. Again, the book is a real easy, pretty self-explanatory read, so it's pretty good stuff. Make sure that you do the learning module. It's right here. And the learning module will be on covering the Personnel Commission and the law. And that kind of gives you an idea of what collective bargaining did. And we talked about the RADA Act. And that's where all this came from, was that RADA Act. And so make sure that you do the learning module. Again, just press play. You're going to submit your research paper, and this is the signature assignment. So make sure that you read through the directions. I did notice that when I was looking at the papers, that some of you did not submit your papers to Al, and I understand there's a timing issue, but submit your papers to Al. Make sure that that you get it polished up, verb and sentence, verb and subject agreements, making sure things are coherent and they flow nicely, and those are important as you move towards that capstone project. I want to make sure that you build your capacity. I don't want to spend a lot of time for you and just red ink in a paper. It's not productive. I give comments that are pretty simple. APA formatting, just use the template. The template is really important. You can just type right into it. When you do have a running head, so the words running head and then the title, and the title's in all caps, it can be no more than 50 characters, and that includes spaces. So the words running head and then all caps only occur on the title page. After that, the subsequent pages in that header area will just be the title in all caps. If the title is more than 50 characters, then you have to abbreviate. So that's, I wanted to make sure I saw that. And also just making sure that when you're writing paragraphs, I want you to get used to citing references, at least one every paragraph. You're going to have to do that nonetheless when you're in this course and you're doing that capstone project, which is 35 to 45 pages of work. You're going to, in your lit review, you have to put 2 references, and so I want you to get used to citing them, using citations, and also it's a way to validate your points. All of you have good points, you have experiences that are very important, and that perspective is absolutely needed in your papers, but make sure that you're adding citations from the reading and outside sources to make sure that your paper is polished. So make sure you read the directions because it'll help you, and then just make sure that you take a look at the rubric, and you can reach things by just clicking right here on this link. And when you click on the link, you'll see it. It'll have the directions once again. This is the area where you're going to submit your paper. All of you know how to do that, so great. But you can view the rubric right here, and this is how you'll be graded. So I need to move that over. And then you can just kind of take a look at the areas. But it's the directions in combination with the rubric that I'll be looking at, okay? So that is the assignment for the week. And again, you do have your normal discussion question here at the bottom in week 4, and the discussion question for this week is the Personnel Commission law, because you've done the learning module, and some of you have already have posts in that regard, and I appreciate that. So make sure you just read it, and then talk about the ed code, and we're going to talk about classified staff, merit system, and so forth. So I look forward to your responses. I appreciate the hard work thus far. If there's things that you need support on, just reach out to me. I'll help you out. If there's things that need to be edited, I don't typically edit a paper before I get the paper, but there's things that I can do to help you out for sure. So I hope you're all having a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next week on Wednesday. I leave tomorrow for DC, but I will be in touch by email and so forth, or phone and so forth. Okay, so have a great week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.